Oh, am I recording? Okay, so today in the wonderful little bee place, we're going to be doing a sugar shake on my bees because of things that happened in New South Wales, even though we're in Queensland. I'm going to have to point this slightly away from the hive because I'm going to be working just over here. Whoop, down that way. I think I can see that with my camera. Close enough. Don't really want to hurt the bee, so I'll do a sugar shake. Don't want to do an alcohol wash. It's too devastating. And this way, at least I'll get the bees to survive. Rose, can you go grab a piece of paper, a cardboard for me?
Cardboard.
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
Blankets.
I'll need that to do the shake with at the end. Be happy with me. Technically still in winter. And I know I probably don't have any mites or issues, but it's not really working. That's alright, we'll just lift the whole thing off. Once again, it's very moist in there. The cover is stuck. Appears to be happening all the time. Cover, equipment, tripping over all this. So there we go. What happened up on top here? There's a few bees by the looks of it. Already isn't looking good. This isn't looking very good at all, to be honest. Take this box off. Camera down. See if there's bees in there, doing the bee thing. There's bees, but there's not huge numbers of bees. And the comb's a little wonky. It's not the best. Let's see what we end up with. So, just wondering how to pull these ones apart. Okay. That's down the side here. Hi girls, how you going? That's nicely nectar. Ideal. He's near. Ladies. Nectar. Nectar. Over in the bottom. Just put it down there for us on the ground, Rose.
Sure. On the ground. No, back here.
Okay. So, I'm a little bit upset. Just trying to make sure I'm getting some nurse bees. I think there is plenty of nurse bees here. Oh, a brood on there. Well, this is going to be a little difficult. Yes, hello. Oh, you're just sticking all your little heads up. Alright, grab that container behind you. I'm going to have to do my little sugar shake. There. Lid. Frame. Now, these girls are not going to enjoy this. I'm not going to enjoy this either. Not really working to the best. So, sorry girls, I'm going to have to close in. And those that are not on the inside, you girls need to hop off. Don't worry, you're going to get a sweet little treat when I'm finished. I do apologise for the inconvenience, girls. So, bees and sugar. Somehow it doesn't seem right.
Well, it adds a nice flavour to them. Oh, I'm
For
sorry.
our
I'm not
sugar
supposed
shake,
to do
we put our powdered sugar, although it seems a bit lumpy, in here. Can you take that off me, please, Rose? Put that away for me. Thank you. Try and get all the sugar into here. So basically, I've got a little container with perforated holes. I can push all the sugar through. As you can see, we're all covered in sugar. So they're probably going to go, what's all this stuff on us? So you don't actually kill the bees because you're just coating them in sugar. And they're going to try and clean all that off themselves. Give them a little bit of a shake, bit of sugar on them. Now the idea is, if there's any mites in here, they'll fall off from the sugar, and then we don't kill the bees. Now, varroa mite, little nasty little buggers. So, we'll give this a shake into our little container here. If there are any varroa mite, they should show up on here. Sorry girls. I know you're all upset. Here's the cool part. Now take the lid off, and I can let all these girls go back in here. They're going to be a little angry at me, and hopefully they'll clean each other off. And here we inspect, see if there's any varroa mite. And I'll grab my camera. You can clearly see that there are no varroa mite, there are no bugs, there are no beetles. Now, varroa mite are only small, they're about 2 millimeters. And I don't see anything on there that looks like a varroa mite, so we're safe. at this point in time, there's no varroa mite in my hive. So as you can see, the bees are going to clean themselves up. They're probably not real happy that I put all that icing sugar on them. They'll clean themselves up. Gives them a nice treat. They'll work out what they're going to do with that themselves. A bit rough, I know. I am rough at times. So, what I'll do now, we'll put these ones back in. There goes. Something I shouldn't. So this frame around, got capped honey on the outside. I should not roll the bees too much. I'll work out their own little bee space in there. So yeah. So you can see the bees are having a great old treat on the powdered sugar. I'll clean all that up. Oh, hello. Oh, she's not happy. Definitely no mites there or anything, which is good, so I'll take my camera off the stand here and try and not lose it like I normally do. So they're not as upset. They will clean themselves. So there they are. They'll clean themselves off and they'll fix themselves up. They'll probably consume all that powdered sugar and do something with it. By the time I harvest them in springtime, they'll be fine. And just to validate that, as Rose is also doing, there is no varroa. There's no bugs. There's nothing on there. It's all free. It's just got powder on it, powdered sugar, icing sugar. Sure, there's some big lumps, but you know, the fine stuff went on the bees, which was the whole point. And they're cleaning themselves up and cleaning each other up. Still doing pretty well. Haven't used any smoke on them. And they're not a very big colony. I'm almost thinking I'd almost take this other super off because they're probably not really even using it. I'll get rid of this out of the way because we don't want this anymore. Go down here just for now. Go back over here. So hardly even using what's up in here, but you know, there's a few bees in there, but not a lot. I have already downsized it slightly. A bit of sun on there now, so they're warming up. Get a bit busier. What do you know? Honeybees are white.
Well,
Hey bees, doing okay? Hey, little miss, you're doing a little bit of dancing here. What are you up to? You need to get back in your hive. Oh, and you're off. Oh, there she goes. She's not happy. Oh, oops, she's back. She's on the front of the hive. Look at that. Look at an albino bee. Look at that. All right, put my camera down. If I can do this without losing everything again. And I'll go back to putting everything back together. Oops, work out what it is I'm doing here. There we go. That should work. That's when the other one goes on. Okay, cool. So I'm not actually doing an inspection. We're just making sure we didn't have any varroa. going to leave them like this for about an hour so the sun can dry out the top of that and also dry out the inside of my box. Oops, I didn't get that very straight, did I? Sorry, Rose, I'm going to come around and straighten this up. It's a little bit better. So the sugar shake proved that there was no Varroa. We're all clear. Figured we would be here in Queensland anyway, in Kippering, so no dramas. So if I get asked, they can go through my notes. The Biosecurity Queensland may ever ask me, and I can put down that I have done a sugar shake, there was no Varroa, and they're pest free at the moment. I found one hive beetle inside. I'll just check the pest management tray and we'll just see what's in there, but hopefully there's none. And yeah, there's not a lot of activity in the top, which I probably could have taken off, but because it is half full of nectar and honey, I can't take it off because the bees are going to probably use it. The reason they're in the bottom at the moment is because it's so cool. The sun's on there now, so hopefully it'll warm up enough that the bees will be happy for the rest of the day. And we have, appears to be some little flying bugs. And I see one beetle. And it looks like 2 dead bees. There's a few dead ants. There's else, might be a grub there. Just a little rubbish. There's bits of pollen in there. A lot of funny little bugs in there. I'll grab my camera again. Just put that in there. Let's grab my camera. Probably going to lose this in a second. It'll probably stop recording on me again. Just so you can see what's in the tray for my records. So, there's only 2 dead bees, some dead ants, and other little flying bugs, tiny flies, and pollen. And I think that might be, where is it? See if I can get it in the camera. Oops, too far. Might be a hive beetle there, or maybe 2. So, yeah, no real bugs or any problems in there, so we can close that back in. Now we'll just close everything back up. We'll leave the roof off and let it dry. Whoops. Keep dropping out my camera. I'm doing well. That's alright. We'll sort it all out later. I'll just shrink that a little. So the bees are happily going in and out. Roof's on. It's drying out because of the wet weather we've had. And the cool because it is winter. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Just enjoy the bees. Alright, I'll put it back together now. So I'm hoping that was educational. Oh, there was a bee just there in the front that was covered in white powder. See if I can get down in the front and have a look at a few things. So, that was our sugar shake. Now, I'm no expert, so, you know, only a backyard beekeeper, giving it a go, doing my bit, making sure everything's right. As you can see, the bees were unharmed and they were back in the box. They're doing their thing. Got plenty of pollen coming in, hopefully nectar. It is winter. It's obviously some sort of nectar happening because there's definitely plenty of nectar in the hive. It's not honey. Some of it's capped, which is good, so they've got stores. I don't need to take any. There's one hive beetle, as I said. There's a couple in the tray. And, you know, they're doing their bee thing. They seem happy enough. I'm sure somebody will probably comment and tell me I've done the sugar shake wrong. But, you know, never had to do them here before. So it's a learning process. I don't want to do an alcohol wash. I don't want to do a dishwashing liquid wash, which they do in the States, because that kills bees, and if I accidentally get the queen, well, I would kill her, because those ways of checking, you don't have the bees survive, they die. Sugar shake, although they do say it doesn't always work, so it's not 100% guaranteed when you do it, and that's fine, and I understand that. I'd rather do a sugar shake and maybe find a mite. If I find one, well, then I've got to treat, or I've got to find a solution, or I've got to let the biosecurity know and I have to kill the bees, but that's up to them. I'm not the authority, but I am legally responsible for my bees, so I have to do the right thing. And if sugar shake works and I don't find any mites, I have done the valid thing, I have done the correct thing. And if I'm asked or requested to give any of my results or any of my information, I can give my information. I have my records, and, you know, hopefully that helps. And although we don't have them here in Queensland at the moment, they could end up here. So we've got to be vigilant, we've got to check, we've got to test, we've got to do these things. And like I said, I may or may not have done it completely perfectly. Haven't had to do it before. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope it was a little bit informative. Sorry my camera kept dropping out, but, you know, that's me. I'm never very good with camera work. Rose will do up her own thing on her channel, which is Balls Bees. And of course mine will, well, you'll know because you'll be watching this. I don't know when Rose will get around to doing hers, because she is currently doing a lot of work for university, with 3D animation and other things. So we'll just see what happens. So they all seem pretty happy. There's the sun out. It's just gone behind the cloud, but I think it's going to come back out again. So it's getting warmer. Bees are doing their bee thing and they're having a great time. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.